Hi, my name is Miguel from avoiderrors.net. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to migrate Windows 10 to an SSD drive. I'm currently using a 1TB hard drive. I have installed a 250GB SSD drive. You can't see it here because it's not formatted yet. But for us to see any installed drives, we will need to go to Disk Management. Now, if we right-click this PC, Manage, Disk Management, we're able to see all installed drives. Disk 0 here is where I have my operating system and all installed data like emails and documents. I'll be migrating to a 250GB SSD, Disk 1, which is my destination drive. Now you might think, how are you going to migrate a 1TB to a 250GB drive? Well, what matters here is the space used on the source drive, in this case C drive. So if I right click the C drive, Properties, notice here that the space used is 16.7GB, which fits perfectly well on the 250 unallocated SSD drive, which is the destination drive. With that said, I'm going to close all windows here and run the cloning program. Now the program I use is Migrate OS to SSD from Paragon, as you have seen on all my previous videos. This is a program of choice. Now this program is not free. The link is in my website in the description box below. Once installed, go ahead and run it. Click yes to the UAC if prompted. Now read this carefully. All it's saying is that it's going to replace any information on the destination drive with the information on the source drive, in this case C drive. Click next. Now the wizard auto-detected my drives, especially the one with the operating system. So it's gonna copy the Microsoft Windows 10 64 on the C drive, which is 1TB with 16GB used, to the SSD drive, which is 250GB. Very simple. Now this program auto-optimize the information for the SSD, so there's no checkmark to optimize it. Now checkmark use all available space for the partition with OS, so it won't create a partition on your destination drive. If you don't know about partitions, I suggest you checkmark it and click on copy. The copy process can take a while depending on how much information there is to clone. Now in this case, it was 16GB and it lasted almost an hour. Now once done, make sure you read this carefully. All it's saying is that you have two choices. You can either remove the source drive, which is the C drive right now, and keep the destination drive, which is the SSD drive. Or you can change the boot sequence in the BIOS to boot from the destination drive if you're planning on keeping both drives. In my case, I'll remove the source drive to keep the 250GB SSD drive. So I'll turn the computer off, remove the hard drive, and reboot the PC. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back and the computer is booting normally. Usually the first time it boots a little slow, but then it'll boot really fast. There we go. Now if I go to this PC, you'll notice that I'm using the 250GB SSD drive. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Miguel. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. Thank you.